This will be my Friday evening stock market wrap up video. We just finished the week, and I think we ended it with some profit taking as we move into next week. There are some investors who just didn't want to hold the positions they had and wanted to take some of the profits. That's particularly true in the sector, and even more specific in the medical tech sector. There's been a lot of run up there, a lot of profits made. I know my portfolio is at an all time high, and that some of that came this past week. Today, it was down. It looks like about 1.16%, which I'm okay with. That's a fair enough give back. You give some and you take some. So what I'm looking forward to is I think there's going to be some mergers and acquisitions in the next 6 months, in the next 12 months, as we move through this pandemic, and some people just aren't able to make it through these tough times. And those companies with the deep pockets are going to step up and make some acquisitions. And some of these acquisitions are going to be quite surprising to you. And I think they are going to center around the big six, the big tech companies, moving forward with their efforts to stabilize smart homes and smart medicine, and they're going to acquire some companies that are going to strengthen their positions, and they're going to acquire them because they're in weak positions. Now, I thought one of those that they would acquire would be Zillow, but Zillow surprised me. They just keep losing more money and losing more money, and they're what was making them money. They're selling leads to real estate agents was down 40 some percent. And they still had a 10, 11% run up today. I think that there's some people who need to understand the real estate market a little better, who are running that stock up. They're in the flipping business, which is okay, but it didn't justify an 11% run up. So, but that's okay. Uh, as I say, I'm looking at some smart home acquisitions and I'm going to do a video on it tomorrow morning. That I think you're going to be surprised at who I think some of the big six are going to be buying, and some other rich companies are going to be making some acquisitions as well. A little explanation about the painting there. I did that. I saw this painting in a restaurant in Denver, Colorado, and I was so moved by it that I took a picture of it, and this was before the time of smartphones, and came home and painted it and put it in my office. It's somewhat haunting, but on the other side, it brings me down to reality. We live in a community. We live in a community together, and if we work together, we can survive. So take that with you for the weekend, and have a good weekend.